Hi, I'm Jim Jordan, certified nutritional consultant, living in Ashland, Oregon, and owner of Create Vibrant Health, a health and wellness consulting practice. I've been working in the field of nutrition and wellness for 17 years. And today I want to speak to you about a new therapy I'm using in my practice for a lot of different conditions, including pain, fatigue, stress, infections. And it's called a Scalar Wave Laser. So let me show it to you first. This is the laser. The company is called QuantumWave Laser. Here it is. And I'll show you in a minute how to use it. I've heard of lasers for a long time. I've actually used some lasers in my practice, very small pen lasers for specific focal infections in the mouth or areas like that. But this is a unique laser. The first case I came across was an elderly woman who was in a wheelchair, or she needed a walker to walk. She had severe osteoarthritis. I decided to put the laser on a certain frequency to put it on her knees, put it 20 minutes on each knee, twice a day. In 2 days, she was walking without the walker. Now, this was not for fantastically walking, but she was able to walk without a walker, which is the first time in years she was able to do that. So that was an amazing recovery. I started to test it more in my practice. I started to test it with people when I looked at their blood. I do live blood cell testing, and I look at blood with the microscope, and I can see the condition of the cells. And the second case I tested was a guy that had a low level of mycoplasma infection. He had a lot of bacteria in the blood, a lot of sticky blood cells. So I decided to test it, put the laser on a certain frequency for infections, put it on his liver, the liver area right here, and ran it for 30 minutes while I did the appointment. At the end of the appointment, I looked at his blood again. When I first got a sample of blood, it was completely congested, full of bacteria. The second time, the blood was 50% better. The cells were flowing. About a third to half of the bacteria had been broken down and started to clear up already, just from that one treatment. So I kept testing it with more cases, pain cases, lots of pain issues, infections, stress, fatigue. And with most cases, within 1 or 2 sessions, there's noticeable improvement. So why is this so interesting? Why is it this laser therapy is working? And what is it? How does it actually work? So lasers, the way they work, this scalar wave laser is something called a cold wave laser or a soft wave laser. So it's not a deep penetrating intense heat like we think of with lasers. It's sort of the opposite. It's actually just sending packets of energy, light energy called photons, into the cells, into the tissues of the body. And what those photons do is they activate adenosine triphosphate, ATP, in the mitochondria of the cells. This is what generates energy, and the cells start to rejuvenate and regenerate. So that's basically how it works. Now, what makes this laser specifically most unique is that one of the programs on this laser has multiple programs, which I'll go over in a minute. One of the programs, and actually all the programs to some degree, but one specifically, what it does is it actually clears cell memory from trauma. So think about that. When I started researching this laser, I saw a video of the owner of the company talking about what makes this laser unique and his philosophy of health. And he said something that really stuck with me. He said, if your body regenerates itself every 7 years, in other words, every cell in your body is brand new after 7 years. Some cells, like the eye, within a couple days. Some cells, like bones and other denser tissues, might take years. In this case, the maximum is 7 years. If every 7 years you have a brand new body, why is it that injuries you've had more than 7 years ago still can affect us? There's something not regenerating. So the theory was this, is when there's trauma to the body, like an injury to the shoulder or the leg, there's actually the cells have a memory of that trauma and hold that in their DNA. When new cells are brought into those tissues to regenerate those tissues, the cell memory is transferred to the new cells. So the new cell operates as though it's still traumatized. So that memory is something that can impact whether those tissues and organs and glands regenerate properly. So what this laser does is has a frequency that helps clear cell memory. The body then is in a deeply relaxed state and healing can take place. So let's talk about how this scalar wave laser works. First of all, it has 9 essential frequencies that are pre-programmed into the laser. This laser is completely digital, the only one on the market that is completely digital. And then there's also spots to actually program specific frequencies in. Let's say you have a specific type of infection like hepatitis C or Lyme's disease or certain other serotonin deficiency. You can program in a specific frequency for that condition. But the 9 basic frequencies are all you really need to get started with the laser. So you push start button, comes on. You go to launch. It's going to be launching the first. I'll just launch the first frequency, which is unwind. Unwind is basically to clear cell memory of trauma. It's good for anything in your body. You just basically turn it on, push the button, arrow button to the right, and there's the laser going on. So you place it wherever you want to relieve stress. It could be, let's say you have an injury in your shoulder. You might want to put it there for a while. And the cycles for this laser are 4-minute cycles. They can be reduced. You can do it for 2 minutes for one area and 2 minutes another. You can program it for a longer time period, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, whatever you like. But this is one opportunity. Also, you can put it in your thymus, right here, for the immune system, right? Your liver, in the back on the adrenal glands and kidney area. And anywhere in your body that you have pain, you can have it. You could put it the back of your head. You can put it in the side of your head, in your knee, your stomach, your intestines, anywhere you want. So basically, anywhere you want to place the laser, you can place the laser for as few as 2 minutes, as long as 30 minutes or longer. And there's no real, you might not want to do it more than an hour in one location. Some of the other frequencies are, there's a frequency called quantum. Quantum is more for emotional stress or trauma. Sometimes we have injuries, and there's actually an emotional trauma from the injury. I had an accident many years ago. I had my teeth knocked out. There was probably an enormous amount of fear at the time that baseball hit me in the mouth. So there's fear that's sort of embedded in those tissues. So the quantum frequency is for emotional trauma. Relieve is for pain, of course, for if there's a acute pain or even a chronic pain condition. Pleo is for infections and for detoxification. Let's say you've had a toxic liver condition. A lot of chronic illnesses is a result of toxicities building up in your body, heavy metals and chemicals, things that just are not being cleared. So pleo is good to detoxify. You can put that on lymphatic points. You can put that in your liver, your kidneys, any area, any tissue that's been injured. If you had injury, let's say in your knee, or again, let's say your shoulder, and toxins build up there, you can put the pleo frequency right on there too. So there's a lot of ways to work with this laser. This laser, as I said, has 9 pre-programmed frequencies in it. The other frequencies you can access through a manual or on our website. And there's a lot of ways to use this laser. There's a lot of applications. I'm using it for stress reduction or people have trouble relaxing. You can do a whole protocol on your adrenals, on your different parts of the body to help relax the body. Pain, infection, low energy, depression, chronic specific illnesses, whether it's liver conditions, intestinal conditions, prostate, you name it, this laser has an application for it. It's an amazing tool for practitioners to use. A lot of chiropractors and acupuncturists and naturopaths use these in their practice. It's fantastic for an individual to have on their own to use for what they want. It's very easy to use. So if you want to get more information on this, on the laser, it's called, the actual brand is QuantumWave Laser. You can go to the website below. There's videos, there's explanations about the products. There's some other products you can attach to the laser to focus certain specific light frequencies. If you have other questions, you can contact me at my office. You can contact me at jim@createvibranthealth.com. And my office number is 541-482-2250. Thanks a lot and have a great day.